fan? It's your boy Uda back with another one. Gabrielle Union and HBO go to war with Tariq Nasheed, Vicky Dillard. Let's see what's going on. Shout out to the Queen, Fly Nubian Queens, on this information, on her journalistic skills, most definitely bringing us this knowledge. So this content is sponsored by Fly Nubian Queen. I just want to make sure I give her her props. Let's get into this one, another dope one.
I'm scared you missed it. Listen, welcome to Black Table Talk, the only place on Tariq Nasheed's internet where we can have an honest conversation. Now, by invoking Tariq Nasheed's name in the beginning of that clip that was released for the world to see for Lily White HBO, for a show that's allegedly written by Black women to express Black women viewpoints, tells you everything you need to know. What do I teach you on the Vicky Show every time you out in? I teach you that we are at war, right? Now, somebody made this statement. How bad can a skit be? What's the big deal about y'all? Who cares about a skit? Who cares about a skit? Well, let me help you today. What do you mean, who cares about a skit, slowness? First of all, this is claiming to be a comedy, right? What you must understand, Black family, is that white supremacy has always accelerated, penetrated society through skits, through comedy, through media. Y'all better listen to me. This is not nothing. Y'all talk Black to me. Let me help you in your wild ignorance. Stereotypes, racist mindsets, beliefs, and white supremacist worldviews are shaped, you all. They are formed through what you read and what you hear and what you see. The reason you hear us in Black media always talk about the scam and the sham of how our babies are intentionally miseducated is because they learn inferiority through how they're educated. We learn inferiority through what we're seeing, the images, and what we're hearing. That's how things are shaped. This is not nothing. I taught you that in this war with white supremacy, every single thing is weaponized. Your water is weaponized. Your air is weaponized. Y'all's weed is weaponized. Education is weaponized. Your family is weaponized. Arts and entertainment is weaponized. Your music is weaponized. They weaponize every single thing in this war. Somebody talk Black to me. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, share, share. I see y'all coming on in. For the just coming in, my name is Vicky Dillard, and I'm a very proud contributor right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, the network for melanated people just like you. Baby, the Black media, we're the culture. We're the offense to the war media apparatus, white supremacist apparatus against us. And we're at the same time, we're the defense, and we're also the offense, I should say. Our unified voice makes us so powerful. Thumbs up, share, share, share. Now, I want you to listen. I want to remind you of why this quote-unquote skit that's on HBO Because you see, they're trying to stop and they're trying to censor when you live stream stuff on different platforms, right? If you know that your open enemy is trying to shut down your voices on their platforms and using traditional live streaming mechanisms, doesn't it just make sense to make sure that you have something inside of those systems to ensure that your message and your word is still received by your people? You guys got to understand how to do this stuff. Just because folks are telling us that we're a progressive society and live streaming is the way to go, yes, we can do. When you're dealing in warfare, there's a such thing as a salvo. When a salvo is unleashed, that means that there are multiple weapons, there are multiple attacks that's coming from different directions all at one time. You've got to learn how to do war too. You've got to understand that the DVD is one of the ways that we can still get our message out. We can still, there's a way for us not to be censored by the members of society. Are y'all hearing me today? You got to understand. Big for your bridges that you miss. Are we doing stuff? Talk black to me. Yes, we're at war. But that's the benefit of having the DVD, because that's a way to work around other limiting ways that your enemy tries to stop you and to send you. Now let's get back very briefly before I get ready to give us a history of how comedians, blackface, minstrel shows have always been a weapon of white supremacy. Those of you, some of you so new to war, you know that it's a skit. You're showing your ignorance. Talk black to me. Thumbs up, family. Share, share, share. Thumbs up, share, share, share. And by the way, for those of you that are just tuning in, I want again my sisters to know, for those of you that missed this past amazing 2-hour mastermind, it was the finale to a 3-part series, The Secret Money in Your Womb. Part 3, The Secret Money in Your Womb. It was, we specifically talked about how money talks. The key that I emphasize is the main key to manifesting the way women are meant to manifest, and that is through our wombs. I break that down. You can have access to all 3 parts that I've done from months ago at clubvicky.com. That's if you join my weekly mastermind today for $1. You'll have access to all of them, as well as my weekly masterminds, which will change your life. Or you can go to flynubianmastermind.com and just get the direct special 2-hour. The link is in the chat. Go to flynubianmastermind.com for the replay. flynubianmastermind.com. The links are in the chat. Thumbs up, family. Keep sharing, sharing, sharing. Thank you so much. Now let's listen to this little brief part one more time. Welcome to Black Table Talk, the only place on Tariq Nasheed's internet where we can have an honest conversation. Today's topic, women in the workplace. Why? I'm your host, Dr. Hadassah Olienka Ali Youngman, pre-PhD, and I'm about to take you on the overground. How long is this intro? I do not mean to rush you, Queen Hadassah, but Kavya has me on. Stop right there. Now that's Gabrielle Union talking. No, not only did she attack Tariq Nasheed, but what else did she do? She says what? She started to talk about the overground railroad. Family. Do you think for one second that in the Jewish community, where they went through oppression for a much, much shorter period of time in a whole nother country, we've been going through our Black Holocaust for 400 treat you like the traitor that you are. I'm a woman, and I'm sitting up here telling you I don't give a doggone that they claim they female. In war, you don't even bring up the gender of an enemy. Y'all play too much. I said in war, you don't even bring up the gender of an enemy. This is sacred. It's an untouchable subject, the Underground Railroad. Our black sisters, our black brothers, who against all odds, fighting back against white supremacy, breaking the law to live and to realize a new world. During the most atrocious, the most gut-wrenching. These are warriors. These were the fearless. And HBO, who would never allow somebody that was dealing with the Nazis, Jewish folks that were dealing with the Nazis, they would never let that go down on HBO. Even if you found some of the people that was willing to do it. But it's acceptable, just like in music, it's acceptable on the platforms for you to do music talking about you going to sell drugs to your people and murder amongst your people. But giving black conscience is not acceptable. You can't say nothing about LGBT. You can't, people will say, if you're telling the truth about the Asian community, oh, we're going to censor you. If you're telling the truth about white supremacy, oh, we're going to censor you. But it's no problem. There's no censoring if there's music saying you're going to sell drugs to your people and murder your people. Shame on these legal mammies. Nothing is funny about that, family. It's disrespectful. It's holy. It's the Black Holocaust. They're making fun of the Black Holocaust. And that's the language we need to use to rebuke them, to criticize them. Any and all of my supporters, I'm asking you, be respectful when you give them that work. Don't call them hoes and bees. Yes, call them lawn members. Yes, call them minstrels. Yes, call them blackface. Yes, call them tools of white supremacy. And tell them that they're doing this against the Black Holocaust. How dare you, Gabrielle? How dare you, Issa Rae? How dare you, Robin Thede? Robin Thede, this is the other chick. This is the chick that's playing, making fun of Black Queen's names. That's the one that's playing the main character that's interacting with Gabrielle Union. How dare you, Gabrielle Union? Now, I'm not getting ready to get into the details of Gabrielle Union's personal life. But from what we can see, Gabrielle Union, and I'm not going there today, but from what we can see, Gabrielle Union, you got a lot going on in your own household, sis. We've been hearing stuff about how you running your household, so you're one of the last ones that we're getting ready to give any credence to. Gabrielle needs to stay her hips out for people's sets and start just trying to work about your house. It's what we want to encourage you to do. Somebody say, focus. You got a lot going on at home, girl. We're not going to get into the details, but Gabrielle Union got a whole lot going on at the house. Is that why Gabrielle Union is sitting here with this woman making fun of women who are mothers and making fun of folks that have families and husbands because you making a mess? I'm just saying, but I've been hearing from the street. That's not dictionary, that's from the dictionary. I didn't say the dictionary, that's a victionary. I've been hearing from the streets, Gabrielle, that you got a lot going on at home. A lot of transitions. We do need to focus and put your attention on your house and stuff. Funny looking self. I do not mean to rush you, Queen Hadassah, but Kavya has me on a curfew. See. No, Gabrielle Union. Black women, babies are not allowed to issue curfews. Only our original kings can do that. You know, Supreme Rob Big told me to be home by 3. Is he here? Can he sign a hat rack for me? Unfortunately, no. He does not fraternize with married women, except for me and all 8 of his wives. Oh, that's very Doug Christie of you. Anyway, welcome to the show. It says here now, and what I find fascinating, Gabriel Union is sitting here making fun of somebody else's black lifestyle when your house is a travesty. Your house is in shambles, according to some people, Gabriel. Don't y'all find it funny that they want to sit there with fingers and make fun and embellish black conscious households? But you want us to accept and believe that your house got it going on, you in a progressive environment, and you know how to do black family? Girl, sit your funny looking self down. Thumbs up, share, share, share. Welcome to the show. It says here now that you're an actress and author, a television host, a fashion designer, and a spokeswoman. Thank you. Why so many jobs, and how does your husband do this betrayal? Betrayal? Y'all know darn well when she's sitting there making fun as if our men have an overwhelming problem with their women working. Y'all know darn well that you are confusing a white woman's burden with